Pradichaya Poonyarit, Pradichaya Poonyarit.
Hello, Sawadika. I'm Pradichaya Poonyarit at pradichayapoonyarit.com. I'm here to promote my book, From GAPROW to KEEMAO and Recipes in Between. The reason I decided to write this book is because I have been living on and off between Thailand and USA ever since I was 14 years old, and now I'm many more years older than that, but I spent considerable amount of time in the States and a lot of time in Thailand and then the States again, and then I went back to Thailand again, raised my family, and the last time I moved from Thailand, and here I am in Las Vegas. So I have each foot I have 2 feet in both countries. I'm Thai, but I'm American. And actually I went to school here, I graduated here, and I graduated as an opera major, and I had been actually singing, performing, and then I had taught universities, and I had my own production studios both in Thailand and in where I was before in Pennsylvania, and I taught voice for a while, but the thing is though, whatever I was doing at the time, I mean, I could be singing, I could be teaching, I could be taking photographs, because I consider myself as a photo artist. I take photos and then I create art. So whatever I'm doing at the time, one thing that I do it every day of my life ever since I became an adult is cooking. Cooking is so important because you eat, and everyone in your family eats what you cook, right? So I just want to address you who happen to love Thai food. Thai food lovers all over America, or actually in the world, but I'm addressing just folks in America because I'm most familiar. I live here, and I have been cooking here ever since the day that the ingredients were so scarce. And actually I was here when a bottle of nam pla, they call it fish sauce, nam pla, soy sauce, whatever they call it, nam pla. So it's a result from fermenting the fish with salt, and the thing goes through the process, and then you just get the sauce out from that, and it's nam pla. Anyway, I was here when nam pla was considered the price of gold. I mean, it was so hard to find, and my dad would have to drive us to Chinatown in New York just about every Sunday. And actually we were there, and every time we went, there was only one restaurant there, and I remember my mom going into his kitchen and actually introduced a few more dishes to the people who were running the restaurant. Why? Because Thai restaurants, I mean, I just have to say, this is how it started in America when the pioneers came from gazillion years ago. Well, no, actually from 50, 60, even 70 years ago. I mean, what would be a way to make a living? What would be the most comfortable? Because some of them, the English, the ears were not familiar, and the tongue, the tongue wasn't, it was still a Thai tongue. And when we were in Thailand, we went to school, we were taught English by by mostly people who either they were British or British influence. So we tend to have little accent here and there. But the thing is though, coming to America, and I mean, even when I did this when I was 14 to come to school here, the first 3 months I couldn't detect any English word. And in fact, I heard a lot of Thai words, even though they were speaking with the local accent. So I thought that was funny. But anyway, those people, they came and hey, I mean, what to do? They couldn't really rely on the language. They couldn't get a regular job. And the easiest thing to do was to sell the food that they make, right? Because they have to make food. They're Thai, they know Thai food. And back then it was easier because they could actually carry a few of the ingredients out from the country by air, by with them when they come over or when they have visitors. Other than that, there was hardly any nampla. There were nothing else. And not until people started to grow, and I have no idea how those seeds came to America at the beginning, because you know how serious we are about bringing in seeds and live plants and stuff. Don't ever do it. But back then, maybe the restrictions weren't so strict or so bad. So until the first plant was grown in America, Thai community didn't have real Thai ingredients, and we had to make do. My dad, they would visit me about 6 months out of the year, but the way they do it is every other month. They bought a house, and when during the time that they were gone, they hired somebody to take care of me, and when they came, my mom would find ways to make Thai food out of local ingredients, and she was able to do it. In fact, the whole street knew of her, and we got neighbors who were invited to our get-togethers along with all her friends, and she got quite a bit of friends in that area, and she would go out her way. My dad would drive her to wherever you could get fresh fish, and then she adapted vegetables from here into her Thai dishes. She went to Chinatown, New York again for a lot of ingredients, and she went to the Thai restaurant and see what they had, and asked to buy a little bit of them. And I mean, and that was how it was. It was really, really hard. But I didn't feel like I starved, because my mom was there to cook for me. And before she left, she would make a lot of food and froze them. And, I would know which one to take out and throw in the pan. Back then, I don't think that we had a microwave. I don't remember. Not that it didn't come out, but we didn't have the microwave. So, yeah, that was how it was. So I know the ins and outs of the Thai food and the Thai cooking in America. And I'm telling you now, I'm selling a book, and my book does want you to use local ingredients. There are so many things you can use, substitute in Thai dishes, except for a few things, which I said it loud and clear in From KEEMAO to KEEMAO. Now, there are things that are the core ingredients that I would recommend strongly for you to get. And at this time in America, it is not hard to find. But if you do have a problem, let me know. Talk to me, and then we'll find a way to connect you. I'm not selling those ingredients or those live plants or things that you can grow out of your own garden. But that's in the near future. I want to do that because, wow, they're so easy. And, it's economical. I mean, it's wonderful to go into the garden just to pick a few things and then come and make a dish. Now, what does it take to make Thai food? You really have to know how the Thai people think. And I'm not saying, oh my God, she's going to make me study Thai. No, it's not that. It's just regarding the cooking. You just have to know how things come and go. And you have to, I will introduce you to a lot of Thai ways, the Thai ways that work. regarding cooking, regarding Thai cooking. And if you're not happy about going out to eat and you come back with stomach, feeling bloated or stomach upset or all these things, it's you can't just say, oh, it's because it's something I'm not used to. It's not that. It's whatever ingredients, whatever premix sauce that they would have to do because they serve a lot. It probably reacts, excuse me, badly to your system. But that's not the way it is with any kind of food. With Thai food or with your own food that you make at home. You don't walk away from the table with stomach upset or migraine or things like that. So I like to teach you to make Thai food at home in your own kitchen with local ingredients, but with the core, the heart of Thainess, with the Thai essence, the nuance of Thai cooking. That is something that I can give you. So I'm gonna introduce you to some ingredients and explain what they are, and voila, we're gonna cook together. I just started to list my service offers for you in a form of consultation online via Zoom or Google calls or or Facebook. It depends on whatever is convenient for you and for me at the time. And we can even go shopping together. We can plan your meal together, and then we cook together, and there we go. You cook Thai food. But it's a skill. It's something that you need to build up. So see if it's something that you're ready for this time. Other than that, just get this book, From GAPROW to KEEMAO, and recipes in between. The main website that I like you to go to explore everything, or that I offer you, is www.pradichayapoonyarit.com. Otherwise, if you forget, just go to From GAPROW to KEEMAO, all connect together.com, and that is just the book website. So you will follow the URL, the links to go to the main website, and all the activities will show up on the main website. So I have here planning Mondays, when you can book appointments with me and we can plan your meals together. Shopping Tuesday is when you meet me at your local store or Asian store, Thai store, Laos store, Vietnam store, whatever Asian store you have near you, the store where you will be shopping to make your Thai dish. And then we have Cooking Wednesday, that you will be doing the cooking with my guidance on the video. And if something doesn't turn out the way you think it should, and you say, whoa, this is bland, what do I do? Then I will help you fix it from there. So go see what it's like. And there's also a freebie, a bonus, which is Learning Thursdays. Just put that in your cart. It costs you $0. Learning Thursdays, just to get you on the list, and it's the same thing as Joy Pradichaya's Cook Like a Thai Club. Either one is fine. I don't know if my online shop will make you sign up over and over. If it does that, I apologize. This is how they are, and I'm trying to get out of that. But anyway, Learning Thursdays is when I will be talking to you like this. I will send you the link on in an email right into your inbox. So please whitelist me, add me to your contact once you get any email from hi@pradichayapoonyarit.com. So please add me on your safe list. So this way you will get an alert when I do a little quirk here and there, when I tell you a quick thing, tip and technique and stuff like that. Anything that has to do with Thai cooking, real Thai cooking at your house. So please sign up for Learning Thursdays or Joy Pradichaya's Cook Like a Thai Club, so we can get the ball rolling here, start you on your way of cooking like a Thai. Because in order to cook great Thai food or cook Thai food, real Thai food, and it's not Thai food that you have eaten in restaurants or, a Thai takeouts, you have to know how to cook like a Thai. And here I am. I can teach you, I can help you, I can guide you, I can show you, and I can tell you all these things. That most Thais, we have this knowledge ever since we are toddlers, because I remember receiving a set of fake knife and wok and stove, and I would learn cooking that young. So we have all this information, this knowledge, these skills inside of us. So Thais, we don't talk about all these things when we cook. When we quickly, when someone says, "Oh, this is so good, give me a recipe," or what do you put in it, everything will be done so quickly and not a lot of explanations, because we know what it's all about. But it's all these things that when people put down their recipes, either in a book, on internet, or on YouTube channel, even when they show you, they often neglect to tell you. Is this because it's very personal, it's very inside, it's very, very it's a given. It's being taken for granted by the Thais, because Thais know all this stuff already. Why talk about it? You see why it doesn't matter how good you think the chef is, and you pick up his or her recipe. Sometimes it's wonderful if you're gonna end up cooking with a dish that makes you feel satisfied, but it's very common that the dishes don't come out the way the chef show you. So you need that missing element, that nuance. That I'm there to add the Thai cooking nuance into your system, into your skills. You can cook like a Thai because that's the only way. The reason you've gone to Thai restaurants and sometimes you had good food, but and then you come home, you have tummy ache or tummy trouble or migraine, or the reason that you don't like a lot of Thai places out there is because they don't cook like Thais. They cook like restaurant people serving you the foreign tongues, and they think that they've done their best to serve you by dumping sugar in the food. Well, no, it's not. There's a lot. If you have 2 hours, then I can talk all about that. But anyway, the point is, please go to the website from GAPROW to KEEMAO.com or Pradichaya.com. Get this book, because this is the beginning. This book contains so much and fun information, everything you want to know, and everything that will be useful to you when it comes to cooking. And when you cook, you've got to cook like a Thai, and that's the only way. So spiral coil, so that you can just lay flat in the kitchen, right, and work. And the quality of the pages, the paper is really, really good, because I'm a photo artist, so I have to make sure that the paper will present my photos the best way possible. Yeah, see, that's GAPROW, ผัดกะเพราหมูไข่ดาว So anyway, get this book, please, and rely on this one when it comes to Thai cooking in your own kitchen. And this one, the hardbound, and I don't have very many left, so I may as well just let you grab it until it's gone. This one, good paper, nice, well-made book, great for your coffee table, for your collection, for your bookshelf, great as gift. So get both. get the hardbound, get the spiral coil bound, and you can buy this at the website from GAPROW to KEEMAO.com, which will take you right to Pradichaya.com. And yes, my name is Pradichaya. You can pronounce it the American way is Pradichaya Poonyarit, but the Thai way, the way it is Pradichaya Poonyarit, Pradichaya Poonyarit, and it's Pradichayapoonyarit.com for you. Pradichaya Poonyarit. Call me Pradichaya. All right. It's been lovely talking, and I hope I hear from you, and I hope that you will join the Learning Thursdays group. Oh, which by the way won't happen every Thursday, but it will happen on Thursdays when it happens. All right, thank you so much. Sawadee ka. And this is how we say hello and goodbye. Sawadee ka.